EMS workers and volunteers put their lives on the line every single day to save others, and there are inherent dangers in the job. But one concern is becoming more prevalent: the threat of violence.
Clara Stucker is an EMT and firefighter here in Erie County. She joins us now along with Brianna Wanta to talk about safety training. Clara, Brianna, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
So there is special training happening tonight. Before we talk about that, tell us a little bit about why this was something you wanted to put together.
So I became a martial arts instructor when I was 15. I started doing this when I was 5. I love karate and I love everything. And my parents, who are here supporting me today, they've been part of the fire company for as long as I can remember. So I have these two worlds, and thankfully, with the help of my friend and our school, we kind of combine those two, so I can talk about my my love for karate and my love for first responding and merge them into something that's actually meaningful.
All right, so let's talk about the training that is being offered, and it's being offered here in Erie County,
Yes.
correct? Self-defense training for first responders, all first responders, or just EMTs?
All first responders, anybody who wants the training. We really emphasize, if you want the training, we're going to get you it, because we very much value everybody being safe and supported while on the job.
Now, what are some examples or instances that you can kind of point out that first responders may face on the job that would make this training very crucial?
So people who are having mental health crises, or people who, I know a lot of times for our companies out in the rural districts, we don't get police always on scene with us. So if there is something going on behind the scenes, we can't exactly get protection from it from our cops. No fault of their own, but this is just something that if we can get some help with, we need it.
Yes.
Is there anything that you wanted to add?
I just wanted to say that even though I'm not directly involved in any fire company, I feel strongly about this issue, and I'm glad to help Clara. And we're currently working in the legislative districts of the state to get stuff moving forward to amend Article 35 to make sure that first responders are able to do these self-defense things, because right now they're not fully protected, and just getting things cleared up in the government so that, you know, there's no further lawsuits or anyone having to go through anything troublesome.
So access to training is the main thing we're advocating for. And it's not, I know a lot of people say, oh, volunteer agencies are very strained right now. It's not about that. It's about how can we get the people who want the training to have the training. So we don't want to put an unnecessary burden on. We want to simply expand what we can do.
So the first training session is today.
Yes.
And the hope is to have more in the future. I know you talked about your martial arts background. What are kind of some of the things you'll be going over?
So today we're going to be going over certain chokes, certain basic defensive maneuvers. We are not advocating for beating up patients by any sense of the mean, but how to get ourselves out safely without hurting anybody else.
Yeah. Some people may wonder how widespread of an issue this is locally. Do you have any information on that?
So this is a very largely unreported issue. We haven't seen a lot of things talking about it, especially in the local area. But we do know that in New York City that they've had a curriculum similar to this that they implemented recently. So it's all about kind of getting the story out there and hopefully raising awareness for it.
And did you look at that curriculum? Has it been successful?
So far we've had a couple trainings, and it's gotten really nice support from everybody around it, and people coming up to me saying, we never even thought of this, thank you for having it. And I'm like, hey, whatever works.
And the problem is this issue is not widely reported because a lot of first responders may face legal trouble if patients will sue if, you know, there's some harm inflicted, and we don't want to see that, and we want to make sure that everybody is being kept safe.
And just some stats, some figures, hopefully we can get these up on the screen, but according to National EMS Injury and Assault numbers, about 16,900 EMS clinician injuries are treated in the U.S. emergency departments annually. So that's certainly a big number, and up to 17,000 EMS worker injuries, 11 deaths in the line of duty annually. Certainly EMTs, they deserve to have respect and to have certain types of protections as well, just like every other first responder out there. What is the goal moving forward in terms of potentially maybe having more of these trainings?
So we're working with New York State leadership right now to expand access to this and get funding and get just support for it, because we are in a very underfunded and underreported field, considering how much time and effort we all put into saving other people and how much the community relies on us. We want to have that also with them.
All right, we are out of time, but very quickly before we let you go, for anyone out there who may be interested in tonight's training session, do they need to register ahead of time? Give us all the dates and details.
So you are supposed to register ahead of time, but if you walk in, it's completely fine. It's at the Erie County Fire Training Center at 6:30 tonight.
Great.
All right, Clara and Brianna, thank you for coming on in.
All right, thank you for
Really do
having us.
appreciate it.